What's up, guys, and welcome back. I am Zero, and this is Modern Day Ace. And today we're going to be talking about this little guy. As you may or may not know, I have another YouTube channel that is a DIY channel, and from time to time I get sent products from that channel to review. But this one was just too good to not review on this channel as well. This is a product called the treVolo U from BenQ. I'm a huge fan of BenQ's products. I want to say thank you for sending it out. They did send it to my other channel for free for a review. This review, I'm just doing on the house because I think it's that cool. There's a million Bluetooth speakers out there. Why? What's the big deal about this one? So this guy is a little different than just a Bluetooth speaker. Yes, it has Bluetooth connectivity, and yes, it is a speaker, but it is kind of your one-stop shop for music and conference calls and anything voice related. They are billing it as a dialogue speaker. And what it does best is it takes the vocal range that is the human voice out of the sound spectrum and isolates it. So you can hear a cleaner, crisper human voice coming through your speaker when you're doing like Zoom calls or online learning, things like that, things where you really need to be able to hear well. I don't know about you, but I spend a lot of time on conference calls, and there's always that one guy that is using the crappy speaker that's built into his laptop and you can't understand a word he's saying. This helps with that. So let's take a look at the externals of the speaker first, and then we'll talk about what makes this a better beast. Okay, so first, it just looks like a little Bluetooth speaker, right? You've got your white casing, you've got your blue accent grill, you've got your on-off button, which is self-explanatory. You've got your Bluetooth button, which I would hope is self-explanatory as well. Volume up, volume down. One thing to note is your volume down is also your mute button on this one. This next button is your safe volume mode button. And then this last one is where the speaker really shines. This gives you your different modes. You've got your music mode, which is definitely going to cover the full spectrum of sound. Then you've got your live mode and your live learning mode, which will focus more on the human voice. On the front here, we have an ECM microphone or an Electret condenser microphone. This receives a comprehensive sound input and is going to make you sound crispier on the other end of the line. This little guy right here is your distance sensor, and that's going to sense how far away you are from the speaker and adjust accordingly. On the back, we have a little peel open area. This guy comes with a USB-C port to charge or connect to a device. It also comes with a 3.5 millimeter jack in case you're using a device that's older and does not have Bluetooth capability. You can hardwire it and still use this speaker. Two more quick things to note. One, it has a rubber base that is going to make sure that it doesn't vibrate on your desktop. And two, I don't know how well I can show this from the top down, but it does have a 12-degree tilt to it. So when it's sitting on your desk, it's pointed more towards your face. It's not pointed directly upward, and it's not pointed directly outward or to the sides to where you're not hearing it as well. And then I didn't have a really good way to like have you guys listen to a conference call with me because a lot of that stuff's confidential. So what I did is I went down to the shop and I made a quick edit of me talking with like the fans on and the laser running and all that good stuff. And we're gonna go ahead and listen to that in the different profiles and see how the different profiles make that same sound clip sound differently. Okay, so this is typical shop noise. I'm assuming you can hear the fan and the laser running and the air conditioner and all that stuff. Okay, so this is a test of the treVolo U desktop speaker. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so this is a test of the treVolo U desktop speaker. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so this is a test of the treVolo U desktop speaker. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so this is a test of the treVolo U desktop speaker. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, 1, 2, 3. So now for the guts of this guy. This guy utilizes the treVolo sound voice engine. So it is isolating the voice, the human voice, from background noise, is what that means. And it does an extremely good job of it. Like I said, it has 3 modes. It has live learning mode, it has video learning mode, and it has music mode. So live learning mode would be if you're in a conference call or speaking to somebody via Zoom or things like that. It's going to enhance the vocals, reduce the background noise in those situations. Video learning mode works similarly, but it's geared more towards doing like online courses and online lectures and things like that. It's kind of set up to decipher that sound profile a little different than like a live call. You're dealing with a lot of condensing of sound and re-expanding it. This has a duo driver design, so it has a different woofer and tweeter built into it. So when you are listening to music, you do get that nice range of sound. It's not that tinny mid-range speaker that you hear in a lot of devices. It has both acoustic echo cancellation and noise reduction for you sound nerds. All I know is that reduces the background noise. And one of the really cool things is you can download the app and set up a personal sound profile. I'll kind of go over that here. So in the app, you're greeted with a home screen that just kind of gives you the idea of how much battery life you have left, what's connected, and what sound mode you're in currently. It looks like I'm on music. Next, you can set your safe volume. If you go ahead and place your speaker where you want to place it in your environment, you can hit start detecting.
Safe volume is on.
So it says safe volume is on. Okay, and then it shows you your optimum volume, ambient volume, your distance from the treVolo U. So kind of good information, first time using it. Next, if you come over to the little ear icon, you'll see that these are sound profiles. I'm gonna show you now how to set up a sound profile. So we're gonna go new sound profile, and it's gonna do an environmental test. So we hit environmental test, and then we're gonna be quiet and let it just kind of listen to the area that you have the speaker in. This is going to tell you to make sure that you place your speaker in the correct spot. And once you have, go ahead and start testing. This behaves like one of those ear tests, like when you get your hearing tested. It's going to hit different hertz, different volume, or different wavelengths of sound, I guess, and ask you if you can hear it or not and adjust accordingly. So let's run through that. And we're going to do this for video learning. I heard that one. Didn't hear that one. Hear that? And you get the idea. It's going to go through all of these different sounds. So when you get into those high hertz that you realize that when you're me and you're 50, you're old and your hearing isn't as good as it used to be. Okay, and then once we're there, we're just going to hit save. You go ahead and name it. I'll name this Nick 2 because I already have Nick 1. Apply. It's going to switch me over to that. And now you can see I'm in video learning, my second mode, so Nick 2. And so that's going to really cater a listening profile and a speaker profile to you. It's going to gear that towards the wavelengths you can hear better and raise the wavelengths you can't a little higher so you can hear those. And then the last tab is just to show you what devices are connected. So you can connect this to multiple devices if you want to. I just have this connected to the Mac Studio, or I don't have it connected right now. Pretty cool little app, pretty useful. So guys, listen, if you're like me and you work for yourself, or you're working from home and you take a lot of conference calls, to me, the treVolo U is a must need. Check it out, I'll link it down below. And until next time, later.